Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast, the things we did not get to during the course of the show today. If you've listened to the regular podcast, you've already heard the maligning that took place yesterday off air about my hat. I was hurt and sad that Betty and Gavin and Becca made fun of my hat so much. But then I go home and I was talking to my wife and she's like, yeah, I like that hat. I told you to get it. I like that. I'm like, yeah, it's not going to change. I'll still wear it. Probably not here. If they don't want the conversation. Gavin. But then, she told me about the post that Betty had done on our Instagram because I'm thinking maybe they were just being small people. And then Betty posted it's a look or, that looks great on our Instagram. Mm-hmm. And when she told me last night.
I did a poll.
I did the poll. Mm-hmm. It was at about 70% not in favor of last night.
Yeah, around 300 people voted and it was 76% that did not like it.
But that means there's 14% that think it's amazing.
I don't think your math is mathing.
16%.
73?
26%.
Honestly, I don't know, but it's not 16 or 14 or whatever it is.
It should be 26.
It's even better.
Are you sure?
No. Yeah.
What's the other
70,
number?
What'd you say, 74?
Now I forget.
If you said 74, it'd be 26.
Yes.
Yeah. I was a little low. I discredited myself. I'll be honest with you. I was a little shocked at that number. I know people will, for the sake of the joke, will be in on it with you and support you, Rock, when you do divisive things. And I mean, I'm a victim. I get it. Yeah. And so, but I was shocked that the number was that high. Usually there's some people that rally and come to my defense. And in this case, only 26% of the people did. So it makes me think that maybe
26.
Maybe. What if somebody told you that the current hat that you're wearing right now, the Piggly Wiggly trucker hat, was a bad look for you and made you look slightly more white trash?
I know that's truth, and I kind of like it. I would take it with a grain of salt, depending on who was telling me this.
Okay, so I told you, Gavin told you, people at work.
Then I would probably trash it.
Really?
Yeah.
That surprises me. Okay. I
but
appreciate
if
the
it was
honesty.
just you.
Oh, stop it.
Or just Gavin.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Because then it's a reactionary thing.
You're right. Which leads me to think she's just saying that she would trash it the other way and not mean it. Because she's just trying
Believe
to
what
still
you
hurt
want.
me.
Well, you're not going to trash your hat.
you spent too much on
Where
it.
are you going to wear it, though?
Where
are you going to be brave enough to put that
brave
thing
enough.
on?
It's not bad. You know what? I'm not even going to do this with you.
You brought it up.
Answer the question.
I would wear it to church. Here's the thing. I don't wear a lot of hats. I wear ball caps,
Flat bills.
And I remember telling Marty, I said there was something about the hat I just liked. I thought it was really cool. And when I went to one port, we were on a cruise and they had it and I didn't buy it. Then I went to another port, it was there and I didn't buy it. And then went to a third and it was finally there. And she's like, you should just buy it. It looks so good on you. She's like, she liked it. So I'm like, and I labored over it and I'm like, I don't really wear hats a lot, but I do like it. And so then I bought it as like a
treat yourself.
Yeah, treat yourself, a vacation present. Like I hadn't bought anything really for myself, and you're like, that's what you chose to buy? And so no
one said that.
I know. So I decided to buy that as my souvenir from my trip.
Question.
Yes.
Will this make you question her feedback on things in the future?
Tough call. Because she's really good. Like a lot of the shirts that I get, like she's bought me and stuff. Because her batting average for things I like is probably 90%. Like when she'll get a shirt, she's like, "Oh, I saw this for you. I thought you'd like it." It's about 90% I like it. There's a couple that I'm like, "Ooh."
Do you tell her that?
Oh yeah. I'm real honest with her. But then there's sometimes too, like she sends me pictures of like Disney shirts that I'm like, "Honey, I love you, but what makes you think I would wear that?"
Yeah.
I think she wants me so badly to be as into Disney and the culture and the
it's
stuff.
It's a little
as she
bit
is.
odd though when it comes to being a man.
Yeah.
Than it is being a woman.
I like stuff that's really subtle. Like the Disney stuff. Like I bought when we were on a Disney cruise. I bought a shirt that had the Cruise Line logo, but it looks like a soccer jersey. And I like that shirt. I was like, oh, okay, that's good. But it doesn't look like, it's not like Mickey and Donald and Goofy all over. Like, she could not have enough characters on her shirts, you know, and God bless her. You do you, girl. I let you do it. And
do you feel like this, I don't want to call it an obsession.
Yeah, it is.
But do you feel like it's gotten
worse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As she's gotten older?
I think so.
Wonder why.
I'm not sure. I think that she likes it, and it genuinely, all of that stuff makes her happy. And so
stuff won't make you happy.
I know, but I think she likes.
Your cats.
She likes being at the park, you know, and that's a place that makes her happy. And so she likes all the Mickey stuff. Like, she just looks at the Mickey stuff. She's like, it just makes me happy. I'm like, oh, great, then that's fine. Like, if it's something that you enjoy, I have zero problem with it. It's not something that I enjoy as much as you. And so out of, like, I will do it if we're on vacation. I'll get something that's a little Disney and wear it there and stuff like that. Like, I bought a hat when we were on that last trip, and it has a big D on it for Disney, but it was done by this artist. I forget who it was. But it was done in a style that doesn't look like the regular D. It's a little like hipper. Like, I like that hat. So I like subtle things that are a little different, but we're different. But I'm gonna keep the hat for a little bit. I've toyed with the idea of using it as a giveaway on the show, and like giving it away.
The hat that we said was not good. Look for
yeah. And find somebody who would look good in it.
Don't give up.
Like, I thought about sending it to Mike Rowe and have a picture with him in it.
He could make anything look good.
He really could. Or not. Then all of a sudden it'd be so great. Like, you see him in it, you're like, oh gosh. And like, it turns you away.
It's just not a good, to me, it doesn't elongate you.
Okay. Then I need that because I'm short. Yeah, see, that's a problem because I am short and squatty. All right, let's get on to some of the other stuff here today. This is something, oh my gosh, my wife was telling me yesterday. She's like, oh yeah, I just got an email from someone at church who's in the ladies' Bible study that we're in, that her husband has COVID. And you're like, and then now we don't freak out about it like we did a couple years ago. Like, if you knew anyone or were around somebody, then it's like instantly test and instantly quarantine and all that craziness. So at least we've gotten some balance in it. But it did make me think about this. Like, when I wasn't feeling well, when I came back from my cruise, I took a COVID test. I didn't want to make people sick. And I had some left over and it worked out. And then I'm like, dude, if you got to go buy COVID tests, people aren't going to do that. If they're $25, most people are not going to go shell out $25 to buy a COVID test. So there's a new test you can do with your toothbrush and tap water. No, I'm kidding. No, but they've actually started the free tests again. Because there's been a little uptick in COVID cases. They're looking at the future of like the winter and what could happen. So if you want to get COVID tests, like, I don't think they're a bad thing to have on site. I'm not freaking out about COVID like, was the case a few years ago. I never freaked out about it, but I understand why some people did. But covidtest.gov on the 25th, they're relaunching, and you'll be able to get 4 free rapid tests just like before for your household, And so I will probably get some. Just, it's nice to have on hand, just if you don't feel good during the winter, and because we still have COVID protocols at work, and your work probably still has them.
And I was told the other day that there's different strands now of COVID. And so the test that they have won't get some of the strands.
Oh, the newer strands? I would have thought that the current test maybe, but like this new round of tests, I thought they would have caught it, but who knows?
I don't know.
The free test came from money left over from the past supplemental COVID bill, so not all that money got spent. And even with this, when there was the deal recently for the debt ceiling bill, they pulled back $30 billion in unspent COVID money.
How did we...
$30 billion in unspent COVID money. What do you think happened there? It's like that money gets allocated and gets parked, and it's sitting somewhere, and then that eventually, after everything dies down, people are like, we got this money, we got to use it, and that's when it starts getting piecemealed out for purposes and intentions that it was never meant for.
Ugh. See, I don't like that. It should be used for like cancer research, or there's so much debt that this country
pay
has.
off some of the debt.
Do that.
We're so many trillions of dollars.
You
into
expect
debt.
students to go pay off their money.
I know. Yeah,
and this country won't do it themselves.
There's a guy that had to just start paying the student loans back.
I got 10 more days of freedom, y'all.
Do you really?
I do.
Oh, are you gonna? You should. Here's what you should do.
Spend it.
Yes, go out and buy a new car. Buy 2 new cars.
Hey, government, I need some help.
Yeah, because then when you don't make your car payments, maybe they'll bail you out. Maybe there'll be a thing, in the future that you go, hey, I made a couple bad decisions with cars. You guys, there's a program for that, right? Oh, no, you have to pay that back. Wait, why? Shouldn't I just get it for free because it was expensive?
If I ask nicely.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe if enough people do that, then goodness, don't get me started.
Sorry.
All right,
Keep
Lady
going.
Rock. I know, no, Lady Rock. What
There's
do you got?
goodness out here.
Well, I think when most couples in Hollywood or whatever you want to call it, A-list celebrities, when they break up or divorce, they want everyone to believe it's amicable.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
That they ended on good
They
terms.
put a press release out. How bad would it be? Like your life is that where you have a relationship that fails and ends, and that's already stressful and hurtful enough, and you have to now craft a press release that both parties probably have lawyers and press agents signing off on to then make the split. Like what was it? Gwyneth Paltrow's A Conscious Uncoupling?
Oh, yeah.
From
Chris
Coldplay?
Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Don't act like you don't know the lead singer of Coldplay. You compare everybody who has a piano in their band
Chris
to
Martin.
Coldplay.
I can only name
that
you.
Martin guy?
Yeah,
What?
I can only name you probably 2 songs from them, maybe one. Yellow.
You're wearing yellow with your little baby cap sleeve.
No, they're
shirt.
not baby doll sleeves. It's just a cheap shirt. It's just the seams aren't
Gavin,
great.
baby dog caps.
No. I like the shirt.
Thank you, Gavin. Gavin's like, I'm not going on this well twice. I took a risk on the hat.
What's the other song?
I can't tell you. Like I hear them and I can tell it's Coldplay, but I'm not a Coldplay fan.
The Stars? Don't they have one called
Oh
Stars?
yeah, maybe that. Or is that yellow? Is that part of Yellow? It was all yellow.
I have no idea.
Stars.
Not a big Coldplay guy over here.
Stars. We all
And
love
the stars were all yellow.
Look in the stars.
No, I don't know. When
I look in the stars.
Paradise.
No, that's.
Paradise.
Is that Coldplay?
Yes.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, we're off the topic. So recently, the celebrity couple that broke up was Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas of the Jonas Brothers. They had been married for, I think, 4 or 5 years, maybe. They have 2 kids together, 2 daughters.
That's sad. I hate that.
It's very sad. They both put out a press release just saying that we've decided to go separate ways. Everything is fine. Well, recently, just on Tuesday night, Sophie Turner was seen walking around downtown arm in arm with Taylor Swift.
Okay. What's the
So they're
connection?
besties.
Are they?
Yes. And people are making a big deal about it because Taylor Swift used to date Joe Jonas before he got married to Sophie Turner.
How did I miss that?
This claims that they dated for 15 years. I
Wait,
find that
what?
very hard to believe.
That would be like when
she's
she was in her
32.
20s. Yeah, she would have been like a teenager.
Yeah,
almost.
I don't think it was for that long. But anyways, Taylor and Joe dated, and then after that long relationship, she claims that Joe broke up with her in a 27-second phone call.
Oh, well, that's, hey, man, decisive. Like, just
But
knock it
did
out.
he break up with her for Sophie Turner?
Oh,
I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
either way, these photos of Taylor Swift and Sophie Turner are going viral because people are like, oh, they had
You're
to talk
talking
about
some
Joe
smack.
Jonas, and
Oh,
then this is
yeah.
going to make him so angry.
Yeah, they're talking some smack about Joe, comparing notes to, and who knows, maybe at one time they weren't best friends, but
Yeah.
again, a common enemy. A common enemy unites you against,
Yeah.
somebody. What is it? The enemy of my enemy is my brother,
The
enemy of my enemy is my brother. Or I think it's my...
Is my ally?
No, it's almost... No, it's all...
What are we quoting here?
It's an old
gonna
quote. The
Google
enemy of my enemy is my brother, or something like that.
Enemy, or something like that. Of my
Are
enemy
Is-
is my friend.
you sure?
Is this the Bible?
This is why I keep saying the enemy of my enemy is, and it's from the Bible. Wow.
What? No,
wow,
no.
sir. This, wait.
No, it's not.
Scripture
I don't
reading.
think it is.
No, it's not.
Bible reading.
It's from.
This is just
it's
a
from-
quick Google search.
It's
So
from.
we're not.
It's from the Art of War. I think it's from the Art of War from sung or something. It's
It's
TS.
an Arabian proverb.
It's Arabian. It's
Is
not.
I don't know,
Enemy,
guys.
enemy.
We're going down.
Enemy. Wait, it's Matthew 17,
No,
23.
no.
It's not.
Arabian proverb.
There
My
you
bad.
go.
It's an ancient proverb. Yeah,
But it says the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Okay, but that's not it. We just learned it. You thought it was in the Bible a second ago. I've literally heard that like used in the enemy of my enemy is my brother.
Have you though?
I have.
It
Are
says
you
friend.
sure?
Okay.
Everything says friend.
Well, I don't believe the internet. So
You just do you.
yeah, I don't care.
Would you like to do
Concept is the same.
Would you like to do
'cause those
birthdays?
are my
Okay.
friends, and right now, those people are my friends because Betty is my enemy. Okay.
No, I was trying to think. What does that phrase mean? Like the enemy
Of my enemy is my friend. So
Oh, so they're saying the enemy of my enemy. So let's say whoever my enemy is,
Hates,
the
yeah.
person that my enemy hates, they're actually my friend.
exactly.
They would
then we
align
can
with
hate.
me.
I see.
Right.
I see. That
because
makes
you
sense.
both have a common thing that you
Right.
don't like.
Because I am the enemy of my enemy, per
Yeah.
se. So,
Oh, there's a lot being thrown around.
yeah, a lot of enemies.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we have a birthday.
Yay!
This one is from Holly. She said she wants to give a shout out for her sister Jocelyn. Happy birthday, Jocelyn. Said she's my older sister who I love and miss very much. My sister's turning 20 and she is a preschool teacher at a Christian school. Me and my sister have listened to the Wally show for a long time.
Nice.
That's awesome. Happy birthday, Jocelyn. Question: what's your favorite part about your job?
My favorite part of my job is actually doing the show. Like I enjoy when we get in here and we get to do it. There's a lot that goes into doing it every day, and there's a lot of work and a lot of meetings and things like that. The meetings I can't stand. But inside of doing the job, I love working with Betty and Gavin. Like that's fun, and that even when they're mean.
What?
Yeah.
That makes it more fun.
Yeah. But I like, talking to people and people being part of the show, and I like creating new things.
Who made you breakfast this morning?
You did, and you did a great job, except it was horrible.
It was horrible.
That wasn't your fault.
But that was very kind of
It was very kind of you. I know. But then when that failed, who bought breakfast?
That's true.
But we didn't
Me.
ask you to.
I know, but I'm just kind. I'm just kind that way. I'm just kind that way. I didn't get anything out of it. I'm just kind. All I do, like anything I do to help you, all I do is get grief back. But yeah, but I do it anyway because I'm just kind.
We're just
you made
thankful for
something
you.
that just was not. It should have been great, but it was the package.
It was a
coffee cake.
It was a coffee cake, but it was like cinnamon crunch or something.
It was like a knockoff Krusteaz, and Krusteaz
Yeah.
is really good. Did you get it at the dollar store?
I don't.
You
think
you
so.
got it at Dollar General, didn't you?
No, I don't think that.
It had a slight Dollar General taste.
It had a super value sticker on it, and the expiration date had expired a long time ago.
It was a tough taste, though.
It
it
had
was
this
not
weird
good.
chemical aftertaste.
Yeah,
and
it was bad.
I tried to get through a little bit of it smiling, and then finally when you were like, I don't like this, I'm like, oh, thank you, Rob.
Yeah, it was bad. My favorite part about my job would be. I like it when
Nap
we
time.
get yes. I like it when we get to hear from people that appreciate the show and like it's made a difference in their lives because it can be very tough getting up at 4 a.m. every morning and you think, is this doing any good? But to hear those stories of how people's lives have been changed through it
Oh, that's interesting.
really is helpful.
You must love Support Drive then.
It does definitely give me like a boost.
That's my favorite part of Support Drive. Support Drive is tiring.
Hearing the
and
stories.
raising money is challenging as all get out.
Yeah.
But I've said it before, and in all seriousness, like people's stories are what drive Support Drive, and I love the stories. Like they make me happy, and like because it's not a fun thing to do by any stretch of the imagination. But you're right. Like hearing people say, "Yeah, what you do matters," and it mattered to me this way, or the music that you guys play, it makes a difference in my life, or something. I do like that.
And I'm sure most people in their jobs would probably want to be told that. Like they would love to have recordings of people being like, your job has changed me for the better because of this. And we actually get that.
Yeah, that's true.
I really do try when I get good service from people. I really do try to encourage them if they're doing their job well, or like I'll swing by and talk to a manager on my way. I forget where I was the other day. There was somebody that had just done a really good job. I was some restaurant, and the waiter was great. It was
Costco.
No, it was Longhorn, and Brock was our bro waiter dude. And when he first came up, he's like, "I'm Brock. I'm gonna be serving y'all." It was like Crush from Nemo.
Find your exit, buddy.
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, we are in trouble." And he was the greatest, nice, great. Like he was a great server. He was
Great
kind.
choice.
Yeah, and he was like,
Get that right out.
It's funny because he walks up and he's like, at one time he comes up and he's like, "Okay, I got your salad, ma'am," and he puts the salad down for Marty, and then he's like, "And I got your mashed potatoes." I'm like, "Oh, we didn't order those." He's like, "Oh,
Dude.
I wonder. Oh, these are probably theirs over there," and he'd already set it down on the table. And I'm like, "Well, you can leave it if you want. If you already set it down, I don't know what the rules are, you know." And he goes, "You know what? You guys take them. I'll go get more. It's not a big deal at all."
This guy's awesome.
Yeah, he was the best. And I'm like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah, I get them. It's great." And so like he left the I got free mashed potatoes, and I watched him go get more and serve them to them. But anyway, he was like it was nice. He was funny. I tipped him like phenomenally. And then as you leave, you're like, "Hey," to the boss, "Hey, this guy's really good."
But in those instances, you don't mind tipping.
No, not at all.
That doesn't make you angry. You're like, no, this person deserves
Because it's
this.
the point of
tipping.
Yeah. But when I went to Waldo's yesterday,
Oh,
a
you did?
chicken
Chicken
place.
place,
Okay.
yeah.
All they do is they stand behind a counter. You have to wait in line, and they have an iPad, and you just sign it.
Yeah.
And then they want you to tip them.
I always hate the thing. I'm gonna turn around and you can just touch the screen. Like, okay, here comes the tip.
Yeah.
And it's
anyone,
like,
who just
tip for
hands you,
what?
anyone who just hands you something should
Yeah.
never get extra
And
money for
two,
doing that.
I knew that if I
part of
wanted
the job.
if I wanted a refill, I was going to have to do
Right.
it. I knew that if I needed silverware, I was going to have to get it. So why am I tipping?
I have one place here might be the distinction. I have one place that
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.